Welcome back, developers. In this video, we're going to talk about our TCL, or Transaction Control Language. And that is, how do we do transactions inside of a database? Now, you might be thinking, what is a transaction? Now, this is a little bit more of an advanced topic because it involves us doing things where we're doing multiple statements at one time. And in fact, a transaction is designed to allow us to start a process, perform some statements, and then maybe go, oops, we can't finish this, and go back. Now, how does this work? Well, it's going to start with a begin statement. So I'm over here in SQL, and I would type something like begin. And I usually put this on its own line, and then I'm going to have my list of statements I'm going to do. Now, the begin is saying, hey, we're starting the transaction here. And a lot of times this might be for something that, like I said, has multiple steps. So let's say that you have a customer who's ordering online. They have a series of items in their shopping cart, and you want to make sure that before they have gone in and actually purchased them, that all of those items are still available. Someone else hasn't gone in and bought it. So you go through and do a check. Does product 1 still have quantity on the virtual shelf? Does quantity 2, 3, 4? And you go through all your products that are in their shopping cart. And you've locked the table so no one else can make a change. Remember I said the lock is often used in our transactions. So we lock the table down, we set it up, and then we go, hey, that's cool. Now what? Well, two things are going to happen. Number one is that one of those products was sold out. And so in a case like that, you're going to use what's known as the rollback command. And notice that SQL will auto-capitalize that for you as part of the SQL command structure. Now, how does it know that? Well, you have to put some logic inside of this. And this is where it becomes more database specific, because how's it going to execute that logic? So you're going to need to look that up. Am I using transactional, PL SQL, MySQL, etc.? Now, if everything's good, I can simply try a commit. And you notice that once again, SQL says, hey, this is that built-in command. And what this does, it says, hey, all right, let's execute all this stuff, and then we're going to exit out. Now, I do have one other command that's available to me. And that is, I can do a series of statements, and then I can say, you know what? This is a save point. And when I specify my save point, I'm saying, okay, everything up until this point is good. Execute that, and then this is where we're going to go to if we have to roll back. So there's a wide variety of ways that we can work with this. This can get very complicated, and it's often based more upon business logic than how do we can just make things happen. Because obviously I can take stuff and move things around and make new records, whether something's in stock or not, and just put it on a waiting list. So how I need to do this, this is going to be much more controlled by your business logic, and that's what you understand. So your transaction control is very much based upon complex queries because you have multiple things going on. It's going to be based upon your specific database and what database you're using. And then it's going to be based upon your business logic and how do you want to proceed and what has management decided that the right step or steps should be. So hopefully this is a good, very high level understanding. I know this isn't a detailed explanation, but it's a good high level understanding of what it is we're doing. Now we've got one more video coming up. It's more of a conclusion, but it's going to talk about some other things that you will want to know and learn about that is kind of beyond the scope of this introductory series. So you want to stick around for that as well.